Hello again, everybody. This is Bobby Mills for theindependent.com with another version of Endzone Online. We're in the house of the Vikings and with Coach Kevin Stein. Man, it's great to see you, dude. Really good to see you.
I know. And we can sit this close together.
Oh, what a great thing. Yeah, everything is good, man. No masks here today, so
no.
It's good. We're good. We're grateful that everything's going well. So 12 years now, is that correct?
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
You know what, when you sent that to me, I was like, wow, yeah.
Because I thought it said dirty dozen, even dozen. It's not even dirty.
2010, yep. You're number, what, 27 for me? 2, 13, and 12. Yeah, this will be 27th. 27th year as a head coach.
Yeah. And I don't know where were you before Gordon Rushville?
2 years at Lee.
That's right.
You met my bride there.
Well, see, the 2-year stop was worth it, man.
It was.
You know, even though you didn't know where the kickoff went from what yard line, that's okay, man. We won't get into that story.
8 man was a struggle.
Well, what the heck? I can't foresee ever going back. So
you know, I've never been around it. That was the biggest change.
Yeah.
It is so fun to coach, and I wish I could go back and do it.
Right now, yeah.
I just didn't know. Well, you didn't know anything at 23 years old, but really didn't know football at that age.
That's crazy. Yeah, and it's big in this state. But
yeah,
we have the biggest 8-man population in the country. Matter of fact, so. Hey, did the kids report in pretty good shape this year?
You know, I'm gonna give it just an okay. You know, and I think some of it. You know, as a coach, you're never crazy excited, you know, you could always be in better shape and stuff.
Sure.
I think the biggest thing is we do so much in the morning, like in the summer, that and then deciding to get hot, you know, once we started ball. So I think a lot of it was the heat thing, and we're trying to do it late in the afternoon, so they kind of get acclimated a little bit better and stuff. And so the heat really kind of struck up on our kids a little bit. So it was good to have the week of like no pads and no helmets and stuff like that.
Good. And you had your summer camp here?
Yeah, boy, it was awesome. Just short of 1,000 kids, 17 teams. I think it's just going to continue to grow. You know, I worked with Coach Tomlin over at senior high, and so we had to go 2 different sites, which was awesome. Got people more spread out. He was wonderful to work with, and man, it's something else. If you haven't came out and watched our jamboree or other schools that have been a part of it, man. I know I'm biased, but you're missing out.
I know. I knew that would work the minute you did it. And this year I went by senior high on the way out here, and I thought, they split this up already. There's so many teams.
So many. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And who doesn't like football in the summertime?
Early summer, too, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's great. Do I even have to mention weight room attendance during the summertime? Is it automatic here?
You know, we're taking it for granted. You know, I mean, we have great kids here. I mean, I don't know. I can't just say we have good kids that play football, good kids that do volleyball, good kids that just come to school or do FFA or do music and whatnot. And our kids are just responsible and respectful of that. And it wasn't this way before Coach McNiel, our strength coach, got here. He's a hammer. He's going to do it this way. This is how you're going to do it. This is, you know, you're going to run fast and jump high and lift and, you know, work your tail off. And he is extremely demanding on the kids and incredibly organized when it comes to lining up coaches and making sure coaches are paid for it and know what they're doing and in a place to succeed. He's top notch, and then our coaches fall in line with him, and then the players just fall in line with that. So yeah, we're fortunate.
Yeah, he's a very knowledgeable character.
And he's been successful wherever he goes.
Everywhere. Yeah, I love the guy. And this is a great place. I mean, I'm serious. I've walked into a million schools, and there's none quite like this where, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Hastings College was another place, McKenna, that was like that. But, or Northwest, everybody, how you doing, man? Your day going good? Who are you?
Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. You know, we like to know people and just who they are. We don't need name tags like that. We want to know you as people.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, Tell me about your coaching staff. Any new ones or additions or subtractions? Or hopefully not some. The big one we know about. But tell me about that.
Yeah, fortunately, I think it's been about 8 years since maybe our boat's been rocked a little bit. We still have on the offense, Ken Terry and Bill Bombeck and Brandon Harrington, incredible. And then taking a Russ Murn, a Jeff Ionetic, and a Trevor Chambly, and a Chris Granley, and then even our freshman staff of Dylan Nickel and Chip Baugh and Mike Sadler. Those guys are incredible, and they've been with us for a long time. Now, Kyle Suttles has done a wonderful job here. He got the opportunity to be a defensive coordinator, and unfortunately, late in the summer, down at Hastings College, and so pumped for him. I mean, selfishly, didn't want him to go. Selfishly, I'm telling him, no, terrible, don't do it. But personally and professionally, get out of here. Yeah, great dude. And so we kind of were able to swap. We were able to pick up Tony Harper, who's been running the defense there. Defense is his passion, and he just wants to go down and be an assistant. He doesn't want to be a head coach anymore. And it was a crazy couple days of losing Kyle and picking up Tony. So we're fortunate, man. The guy, he's passionate about defense, loves it, great energy, and energy, yes.
But he is good, and I don't know what kind of experience you've had with guys dropping down from college to high school. He's a guy that could work out with, because I don't think he wants to be a head coach up there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of. How do the kids accept him? I mean, it's been a short time. But
you're right. Kids are just wide-eyed. But you know what? Every kid, and I'm going to say, no matter where you go, but especially here in Northwest, they want to please a coach. They want to do things right, so they're listening now. He gets the Southern drawl and gets talking real fast, gets some energy. Sometimes they're like, "Whoa, coach!"
I know what you're talking about.
But also, I'm like, "Hey," and they ask, "We don't know what you're talking about," and he's like, he goes right down their level, and he's like, "Okay, let's build our foundation again." So I would rather have to pull in some reins than to didn't have to get a cattle prod out.
That's it, man. So, light a fire, because I thought he might have to tame it down a little bit, to talk to the high school kids, but he's smart. I figured that would have happened.
He's passionate about defense.
Yeah, so he knows the game.
Yeah.
I never did your JVs or your lower, did you have to rob a lot of those teams for varsity kids last year? Did they all have experiences down at the lower level here?
Now, what do you mean? Are we bringing much up, or?
Yeah.
We're fortunate here that also we always have 22 to 27 seniors, so we're always losing a lot. It typically comes out to about every year we have 7 or 8 seniors kind of starting on each side of the ball, so we're able to replace or bring back a small nucleus, but then those guys that are ready to play varsity either get some action in the varsity or they get a ton of JV. And we've been successful at our JV and our reserve and our freshmen. There's been a nice progression, over the years, and so we're excited. So I don't think it's really different for us, but they're ready to go.
So they've had good years last
year.
And some of these people didn't play, man.
I know.
Middle schools, public school system, no football.
What the funny thing is with our administration rocks here. And last year was Mr. Fritchie's first year as an AD. Oh, guy is awesome, and then he's got a sidekick in PJ Smith, who's awesome, and Tim and Mr. Edwards are soup. Oh man, they love the sports and stuff like that. We actually picked up and I think played more games than we were scheduled for at the beginning of the season, because a team would be like, one team would drop out and be like, "Hey, we're looking for a game." We're like, "Well, we'll play. We got 120 plus kids. Hey, we'll play. Don't care. We'll figure out a way. We'll play. We lost one varsity game with York because they had the bug go through their school and stuff like that, and our administration happened on Thursday. We had a game all lined up with the South Dakota school to come down here and whatnot, and at the last second, they pulled out.
I know.
And it was our homecoming game. Stinks, but...
That would have been a good game. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Doggone it. But that's good.
Who doesn't like playing the Dukes?
That's exactly right. Well, yeah. So tell me what your offense is going to look like this year. Man, it looks... I like that line, man.
Yeah, I do. We really do. You know, probably about our best size we've had in quite a long time. You know, we return kind of some, I would say probably 4 very experienced guys in Caden DeLosh and Kason Hazelton and Brock Zobel and Owen Harp. Owen Harp and Taylor Matson played a ton of defense. They'll move over and play a little bit more offense. So they got that experience in there. But then we're bringing a lot of guys through, the Spencer Snodgrass and Isaiah Escobar and Cooper Garrett. You know, a whole bunch of like juniors that are ready to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, we feel good about that. You know, we're gonna try to add in a little H-back, a little wing position with he's kind of a tight end, you know, but he's gonna be off the line of scrimmage a little bit, and you know, because we got some guys that we feel that, you know, in Isaac Simmons and Aiden Davies and my son Joe, they'll be able to kind of fit in there and be able to run the ball a little better.
Great. I like that idea when I heard about it. And I'm sure that matters to you. I hope Bobby likes this before.
I'm sorry I forgot to ask you.
How many guys go both ways in the line?
Not many. We like to play 22. We like to, at the beginning of the year, play, you know, 2 platoon as much as we can. You know, play that, and then kind of middle of the season we'll start to blend a little bit. Keeps guys fresher for come the playoff district time and playoff time. Gets more experience and stuff. So, you know, obviously you got your Sam Harper and Gibson Kennedys and Hayden Davies and kids like that they're ponies and they got to go. You know?
They have to go. Yeah.
But we try not to do that very much.
You're kind of like a Omaha Metro team in that respect, kind of like a Bellevue West. I'm not going to play guys both ways. They want to play, they think they can, but they can't. But the guys you aforementioned here can.
Yeah. Well, we're going to kind of force them to. We don't like to. And we sometimes that's a little bone of contention from the head coach's philosophy to the assistant coach's philosophy, and we you know they want to pony up all the time, and I really try to one way them, you know, but we make it work. We come to some common ground.
Good. I don't see how you keep a guy like Aiden or Gibson out of there.
It's tough.
I mean, these guys want to play, man.
Yeah.
And quarterback situation looks real good, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, it's. You know, for a couple of years when we went through the Christian and Carter era, we had a quarterback and really didn't have a backup. You know, and even with Rands, you know, that year, and we were fortunate last year to have Sam and having Alex behind him. This year, Sam's terrific. But man, I love Austin Payne behind him. You know,
that's good to
hear. I mean, and he's a junior. You know, great loyal soldier. Totally different than Sam. You know, Sam's a running back that can throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know, and Austin's a little more Dan Marino.
Wow.
He's gonna stay back in the pocket and not rush too much.
How tall is he?
Oh, probably 6'1", 6'2". He's good. He's a good looking kid.
Good. So is that going to enable Sam to play defense a little more or not?
No.
I mean, I'd be man.
I said I love Austin and stuff like that. Sam's playing quarterback.
Oh yeah. You can't
And when we need a rest, we're gonna. Sam is a tremendous defensive player. We'll give him some rest on defense.
Right.
That's where he'll get some water.
Man, he's tough back there, and I don't. You know, I never worried about him getting hurt. I suppose he's a tough kid, but strange things can happen.
It's gonna take a lot to get him out.
It will. And what about that defensive line? What's it look like there, man?
Well, you know, when you return a Victor Isley, you know, you're that's good coaching.
Absolutely.
Good coaching. No, Victor's incredible. You know, he's there, like you said, Taylor Matson, Owen Harp, kind of split time at that nose guard position there, and he does real well. You know, Cooper Garrett and Brock Zobel, and again, Joe will kind of jump in there. So we'll play quite a few bodies, try to stay fresh, but we're really kind of anchored on Victor.
You look at how many tackles behind the line of scrimmage did he have last year?
A lot.
You look at his sacks, you thinking that's how many TFLs he had behind the screen. Oh no, that's sacks.
Yeah. And a lot of times, you know, he even missed a lot of stuff just because he was so aggressive and overran so much stuff. Just a young, fast sophomore. And he played like a sophomore at times.
But I wouldn't trade him for anybody.
We'll keep him.
And what about the linebacking core? To me, it's one of the best that's ever been.
Yeah.
I don't know what you.
You know, this will be Aiden Davies' third year of starting at an inside linebacker. Gibson Kennedy started the last couple of years as an outside. We'll move him inside. Jacob Mosley started for us towards the tail end of his sophomore year due to some injuries. Had a tremendous junior year. Love him at outside linebacker. And then we have kind of a whole slew of kind of those running backs. The kids like Nathan Garkowski and Tyler Douglas and EJ Aarons and Gibson and Vic. So those guys will all Chase Kaiser or Chase Weger a little bit at the outside linebacker. So we got a lot of moving parts there, except for Jacob Mosley he's a dude. He's good, real good.
That Karkowski kid, is he a Northwest kid?
Yeah,
I don't
went to
remember.
Cedar Hollow, and he was actually a freshman last year. He's a hard worker, very very tough, and Tyler will be a junior for us, and he'll do real well. Chase Weger is going to be a sophomore, real well.
Because there'll be somebody at the running back position that's going to pop up that didn't have a ton of yards last year.
No,
and it's
and realistically, I probably see us playing 4 or 5 running backs every single game.
I wouldn't doubt
because
it,
all those guys will turn around and be full-time defensive dudes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. We may not have a 1,000-yard rusher, but we might have 5 300-yard rushers.
I've seen him win state championships with that.
Don't jinx us.
I won't jinx you, man. I'm going to ask you a question. You probably won't like it, but why do teams think that when they beat Omaha Scott, that is a marquee win that turned their program around? And do you think that? I can't. It was really, that was a big win.
Yeah, it was, and I think it's a little bit undue, pressure maybe on a Scott, but it's also well deserved.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Matt Turman's incredible, great staff, great kids, and to do it at their place.
Man.
And we did it very decisive. The last 3 minutes, kind of, we got a little loose in our defense, and they got 2 onside kicks on us.
That final score was not indicative.
No, it was a legit 28-7 win for us. That ended up being a 28-21. But they deserve it, man. We played tremendous. Our kids played so hard. Coach Terry called an incredible game. Coach Suttles, they put in a great defensive plan, and we just played really well.
Who gains 400 and some yards on Scott? That's a big night, man.
I know, so that was right. Sam lost his grandpa, who was very close, Dick. Right before that.
Yeah.
And he was pretty emotional and stuff, and he played truly with his grandpa.
I don't think I'm going to catch him on an emotional night, especially on defense.
He got done. He was spent. It was cool.
So. We can't talk about that. I mean, the schedule is you just take them as they come. They don't get any tougher than you guys.
No.
What's on your slate? One end of the state to the other.
Yeah.
But after the last week of September, the furthest you have to go is York.
Hey,
Isn't that something?
Yeah. You talk about our schedule. Alliance is solid. Garing's going to get a lot better with Danny O'Boyle. Scottsbluff, and they're just a they're a creature offensively and defensively.
Here too.
Aurora's just going to be a beast. Hastings is going to be darn good again, and York. Yeah, doesn't matter what kind of dudes they have. Glenn is damn good.
Glenn is Glenn, man.
Seward, I love that. Jamie Offern, they have a talented quarterback come back, and then
going to be better. They give everybody a good game, don't they?
Oh boy, they play well. And then start out with Bennington, who's ranked number 3, and they are huge. And then Waverly, you get a couple guys that are Nebraska's looking after and stuff like that. So they got some real playmakers, and their coach, this will be his 2nd year there, so he's only going to get better, more accustomed to their kids. And
came from Cree,
Oh boy,
what a game that was out here last year. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, got your money's worth.
That was a big win, man.
Yep.
What's Class B look like to you? I ratings, whatever. I mean,
oh boy,
it's wide open though, from top to bottom. Even Nebraska City's going to have a good quarterback. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're C1 though, aren't they? Or are they B? I don't know.
No, they're C1. Like you said, it's wide open. And I like our team. I like our chances. I think if we can stay healthy and just continually get better, it's you know, our regular season grind is going to set us up for the playoff grind. So hopefully we can get a good seed in there. You know, it's I like our chances. I like our chances to be relevant and good come playoff time.
I think, you know, if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, you know, it'd be Christmas every day, right?
That's right.
What happens if you beat Hastings in the playoffs? I think you would have beaten Elkhorn. Man, and of course it was like, okay, what if?
Yeah.
But that
they were talented. They played two tremendous games. We didn't play great both times we played Hastings, but we didn't play awful either. We played well. They played outstanding.
I've seen you play pretty good games over at that stadium in Hastings.
Yeah, they played outstanding. Both times at home too to get us.
Hey, you know, this is going to be the year, man.
I hope so.
It's always a great thing to experience a Northwest football game, isn't it? The band and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have to pump this place, man, because you're going to get a full house every time. And your first home game is week 2, is that correct?
Yeah, week two. And
Urine comes in, Danny's back there, and then you're on the short end of the rotation for home games for regular season.
Yep, 4 home, 5 away.
But that should set up pretty good for the playoffs because you'll be a high seed. So.
Well, I hope so. I hope you're right.
So anyway, best of luck to you, man. I'll be out here, man. I just can't stay away from the Vikings, I can tell you that. I always have to stand on the other sidelines because there's 50,000 people on Northwest sidelines, and I'm only this tall.
Well, good thing we got you a high chair today.
Or you would spill the beans, wouldn't you? All right. Hey, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with me. Always
love it.
McKenna Lamoury behind the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being with us at Northwest today on Endzone Online. We'll catch you down the road on our summer tour.